Holy smokes. Guys, Jasmine Crockett has just been exposed as the boss from hell, as her own staffers and aides call her out in front of the world in a new explosive report by the New York Post. From Crockett screaming at her staffers to not showing up to work and to demanding being driven around in an Escalade to even calling her own staffers stupid, literally stupid. This is ridiculous, and so much more in this nightmare that you really are not prepared for regarding Representative Jasmine Crockett and more on today's episode of the Moreno Show. So if you like having conversations like this, if you think they matter, please consider liking and subscribing. Now, let's dive right in. So this is Jasmine Crockett, representative, age 44, Democrat from Texas, built her brand as being this fiery, unfiltered Trump critic. But apparently behind the scenes, she is a no-show boss from hell who terrorizes staffers. Aides say she is aw diva and no wow. My goodness. All right, let's read some of this. This article says that she's almost never at her office suite, but prefers to work out of her luxury apartment building for weeks. Wow. Imagine getting paid a six-figure salary and then ghosting your job, not even showing up to the office. This is ridiculous. Can't do this at Burger King, but apparently this is okay as a sitting member of Congress. Look at this. Some former aides say she is lying around her apartment, won't come into the office, and is really just indifferent to staff and will scream at them. This isn't hyperbole. This isn't sensationalized. This is some genuine fear coming from former aides. Another person says she is never in her office and is very disengaged. She does her bull crap that goes viral and then freaks out over the most random things. My goodness. But wait, because it does get better. Or I should probably say worse. Yeah, it gets worse. Look at this. According to her own team, she's more focused on clout chasing and viral clips than actually doing her job. Check it out. A second source close to Crockett's team added, it is widely known that she is not nice to staff and is not really a dedicated member focused on constituents. She is focused almost exclusively on being an influencer, not a member of Congress. Wow. And this is the same person who described her as aw diva, no wow, from the beginning. My goodness. And when she does show up, you are not going to believe this. When she does show up, she has to roll up in style. She has to roll up in an Escalade. Yes, because this is the Grammys and not Congress. So what are you doing here? Look at this. The staffer is expected to stand outside the vehicle, which has to be an Escalade or similar upscale make, and open the door for her. You're technically allowed to do this, but it's wildly inefficient. Instead of using the scheduler's car, she rents a car every week in DC, one source says. She expects her staff to drive her around while she's in the back seat. They added, calling it a power play, akin to treating the staffer like an Uber driver. Wow, I don't know what's worse, really. The fact that she forces her aide to stand outside, waiting for her like a chauffeur, and open the door for her, or her being in the back seat, being driven around like an Uber. That is ridiculous. And this isn't leadership, by the way. This is genuine entitlement. But that's okay because maybe she treats other staff well, right? Yeah, that's going to be a big yikes because apparently she screams at her staff, fires people left and right, and has one of the highest turnover rates on Capitol Hill. All right, this is her lashing out and calling one of her aides stupid. And I can't read this word, but you can go ahead and check it out. Complaints poured in from lesbians who objected to Crockett's derogatory use of the term to attack Green, which even left some aides uneasy. She told her gay staff members, that's not offensive. You're stupid if you think so. A former aide recounted to the Post. It was kind of like how Trump says, the gays love me. Are you kidding me? And look at this. Another aide literally says, I don't want to hear her talk about helping Black women when she just fired one for no reason. Look at Crockett saying, do you really want to be here? If not, you can leave. This is just completely bonkers. She has also cycled through several chiefs of staff. Why? Let's go ahead and read this. Crockett has also cycled through several chiefs of staff, with one observer saying it's because they want her to do her actual job. And the actual job of being a member of Congress isn't fun and glamorous. So unless you are somebody willing to say yes to all the outrageous things that she would like to do, you're not going to last long. Wow. The article says that she literally cycles through them because they want her to do her job and she doesn't want to. This is ridiculous. I also love that this same person said not everything has to be clipped for MSNBC, which is just hilarious and unbelievable. Look at this. She is also accused of turning congressional hearings into pure political theater. This can be confirmed here in this one mega viral clip that's been viewed more than like 10 million times, which is just ridiculous. Check it out.
We're not going to do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just
you just voted to do it.
Y'all did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this is what y'all do. So I'm trying to get
Miss
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized. Miss
I can't hear
Crockett.
you with your yelling.
Don't want
Calm
me to
down.
Be,
Can you please calm down?
Don't tell me to calm down.
Calm down.
Because y'all talk
Calm
noise
down.
and then you
You're
can't
out of
take
control.
Because if I
Look,
come,
Chairman,
if I
can
come
we
and
send her
talk
outside to
shit
take a
about
break
her,
for 5
y'all
minutes?
don't have a problem.
Chairman,
My goodness. So much noise. Someone saying you're out of control, and then a lot of bad words. Too many bad words for a congressional hearing, if you were to ask me. But hey, it could work. All right. So maybe all this drama gets results, and maybe it leads to a fully functioning congressional office, right? Maybe. Too bad we will never know, because apparently when the reporters of this article tried to get a comment from both of her offices, both were radio silent. No one answered. Imagine calling a representative and nobody picks up. Not a single aide, not even an intern, and no staffer, nothing. Why? Because if you ask me, this is all speculation, but apparently they are too busy doing whatever Rep. Jasmine Crockett wants them to do. My goodness. Friends, this isn't about left or right. This is truly about right versus wrong. Public service means something. It means about serving the public. And if you're too focused on the escalades and the Instagram followers, I think you're gonna miss something really, really powerful. Public service is a gift, and I think everyone deserves a representative that shows up even when the cameras aren't there. Anyways, that is the video, and apparently that is Jasmine Crockett. Tell me what you think about her, what you agree with, what you disagree with, and if you made it this far, please consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you all next time. Have a good rest of your day. Episode's over already? Geez, that was fast. Well, they say beautiful things do not last forever, but feel free to watch and listen to another one of these episodes if you're interested in those conversations as well. Also, this next part is huge. Make sure to obliterate that like and subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never skip a beat. I also have a newsletter where we dive into the news, politics, and ideas that shape our future. If you're interested in signing up, I'd really appreciate that. Anyways, that's the end of this episode. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and I'll see you next time.